Hello and welcome to another Minecraft Snapshot update look at thing. Today we're going to be looking at 14w30b. Man, things have improved. We're actually in 29b right now, and that is because the first thing I want to show you is probably the most important thing, and it's something you won't ever... No, you'll notice, but physically see. There's been some big changes. I've just rendered this world out just now, and you can see I get 54 frames per second. That's just what I'm on. If I look down, I go up 55, 51. Nope, no change. Same as if I look in the sky. Okay, I go up to 64 if I look up in the sky. That's always kind of been a thing. But yeah, I get about 50 odd frames per second. Now let me head over to the new snapshot. Alright, we're back in the new snapshot 30b, the one we're planning looking at, and this. 110 FPS. So already that's a giant increase on what we had. That's about double, I'd say. It's dropping every now and then, which is understandable. But the big change is that they have ported over the code from the Minecraft Pocket Edition. And I won't give you all the long terms, I'll just show you basically what it does. If I look down, we'll see we jump straight up to 253, 55. And what this basically is doing is before, if we look down, it would render every single one of these cave systems that's going on below us. Now, it will only render what we can see, which is no caves. So it's just rendering these grass blocks right in front of us, which is pretty important for getting some good quality. Now, you will notice things like that. That is an issue with this snapshot, I'm pretty sure. I haven't heard anybody else having this problem, but I'm getting it quite a lot. If I move around a bit too much, things in the corners, they go blue, and that's because of the thing I was telling you about, basically. The things you can't see aren't being rendered properly. Loading up a brand new world for me now is almost instant. It's so fast, and I'm amazed. I mean, we're getting huge frame drops now because we're starting to render stuff in. But again, if we look at the ground, we'll shoot right back up. Look at that. That is instant. 230 odd. That's insane. There have been pictures on the Minecraft Reddit of people getting... See, that was the issue. Getting like 2,000 frames per second. This snapshot is going to be a massive deal. If you've ever had trouble running Minecraft or you don't play because your computer can't handle it, wait for 1.8 or get on this snapshot because you are not going to have this problem anymore. It's the work they've put in to do this must be incredible. I'm amazed, quite honestly, at this optimization. I almost want to say it's long overdue, but I'm just too excited that it's here right now. So let's get back into the world. I have to show you all of the new features because there's a bunch of cool stuff, and I'll see you in a sec. Alright, here we are then. We are in the snapshot. So, what should we go through first? First, I'll show you some settings, because things have changed. Video settings. You will now be able to go all the way up to 32. I can't. If I click that, the whole game will crash. But people have done it, and it is possible. It does work, just not very well for me. There's an alternate blocks button. I'm not 100% sure what this does. And there's this VBO thing, and that is another thing for the frame rate optimization and stuff. So there's some cool things. Again, if I click those, I crash. It's definitely something with the snapshot, and it will be fixed. But I'm amazed by this frame rate right now. I mean, look at that. That's 100 frames just by looking down. It's insane. Everything feels so smooth and just brilliant. Let's get on to the cool things. The new features. We've already seen the bunnies. Banners. I quite like them. I didn't like the idea of them. I thought they were kind of stupid, but now they're here, I'm actually quite impressed. These are pretty cool, and you'll notice that they actually blow in the wind as well, which is kind of cool. You can place these at pretty much any angle you want. They're kind of... I think there's something like 400 to the power of 6 possible combinations of colors as well. So what I'll do is I'll quickly grab some stuff. I've actually already got a load of stuff, and I'll show you how to do this then. So these are made the same way as you would with signs. You get your stick, but instead of planks you'll use wool. You can use any color wool, so we could use white if we wanted a white one, and we could use cyan if we wanted a cyan one. These are just the ones I've got. You could use any color. There's dark blue as well. Any color wool, this works basically. You'll create your banner. Now this is just a plain simple banner with nothing on, just a cool banner. Yeah, I believe you can have 6 layers of different colors. So if you take yourself some dye, let's use pink, why not? You can add things. So we can have a circle, we can add lines, we can have little spikes, we can do a load of cool different shapes, and there's tons of different things. What I'll do is I'll actually put a link in the description that will show you basically all of the different crafting recipes, all the things this is a very cool one, the gradient. I think this is awesome. And yeah, you can have up to 6 layers with this. What you can also do is you can add things such as, where are they? We could add a wither skull. Now we have a skull and crossbones, and of course we could go ahead and dye that whatever color we want. And then that will be on there. We could also, I don't know what's going to happen here because we're adding something. We've already got a creeper skull. It's just going to go right over the top. I guess it works in layers, so you can have a creeper skull. You can just keep going up to 6 layers. You can also use bricks, which is how I got this one here. So if you just use standard bricks in the same way I did there, you'll get bricks. You can also color them. So there we go, we've got these. You can place these on people's heads, but you do have to use a command to do it, and it's kind of funny when you do it. I'm not 100% sure on the command, but that is possible. Right now the hitboxes are a little bit strange. I imagine this will be fixed. You can do that, and you can also place a banner like that. As I said, this will be fixed. I imagine we are in a snapshot. Things are always being worked on. Yeah, that's a very cool feature. Now, I imagine there's a fair few of you, and rightly so, saying to me, well, I'd love to go ahead and make the coolest banner in the world. It'd be a really awesome blue banner, just like this, and it would have a skull on it. Not that skull, though. I don't have a creeper skull. You put a creeper face on it, wouldn't you? But you're playing in survival. And how are you going to get a creeper skull in survival? Well, now you can. From this snapshot, you can now get mob heads. And this is, I think this has been mentioned once or twice, and it was kind of coming soon. But no, yeah, it's here. And so the way to do this is using, as always, when Mojang give us a snapshot, they always tell us there's a secret feature. That secret feature this time is this. And this is something I've always wanted this, because I've wanted to be able to do it. And now we can summon a lightning bolt, which I think is awesome. So we got ourselves a charged creeper, very rare to find, and that's why I'm so okay with this, because I don't know if anybody has been around, but I had some problems with having mossy cobblestone and crafting recipes for that, because I felt like it was supposed to be a rare item. Charged creepers are rare. You can't get those. So I spawned in another creeper, just a standard creeper then, and what I need to do is put him over here, actually, because he's in the way. I don't want that to happen just yet. Now, if we go to game mode survival and try and get this guy angry, he's going to blow up. I died. I should respawn right next to this place. Yep, I'm just over here, so I'll quickly get back to this. If we go over, what we will see is, somewhere on the floor, is this. A little creeper head. And that is because when a charged creeper blows up a mob that can drop a head, it will indeed drop the head, which I think is an awesome feature, and I quite like the idea of it being still very rare. I keep seeing all these blue spots, and I'm not sure, I keep thinking it's items, I keep trying to turn around, so I'm sorry I'm jerking about so much, but yeah, I think that's such a cool way to get them. There is one other change to do with the mob heads, which I will show you now. Sadly, it's not working for me because oh, I have my skin. This might actually work now, so I might actually get to see this for the first time as well. But if we go ahead and put a button on here, and this is the command I'm using for anybody who would like to do this. You give yourself a skull, and then you add the data value of 3, and you select the skull owner as whatever player name you want. And if you give yourself that, okay, yeah, it's still not working for me. But what you will notice is in your inventory, you will actually have the skin on the head. It's obviously not working for me, and when you look at a player holding it like this, you can see it as well, and you can also see that it's actually item now. That's weird. I'm guessing that's because I'm looking this way, it's not rendering the chunks behind me. Right. Well, there's quite a serious bug then. I've never really looked at that before. But yeah, you can kind of see how that culling thing was working that I spoke about earlier. But yeah, that's how this works. And if we throw this on the ground as well, you would see the skin, obviously, but you can't right now. But that is pretty much everything we've got for today. So, maybe not that many features. The ones we have got are pretty big deals. We got some new items and such. But the optimization, I mean, seriously, look at that. That's just, they are working very hard, and we are going to have a very, very flawless, buttery smooth game in no time. So I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please go ahead and leave me some feedback, a little bit of interaction. Let me know what you did like, click like. Maybe if you want to see some more of this, you can go ahead and subscribe. I will be covering all these snapshots as they come out and trying to keep you as up to date as possible. I've also got a few series involved in Minecraft. If that's your thing. If it isn't, I play some other games, and yeah, I'll see you next time.